ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, everybody in between. I'm about to give you the secret, the elixir of life, the fountain of youth. This is your chance to get the inside scoop, the tea, the drama, the moment. Today, we're talking about contouring. I think a lot of people are intimidated by contour, and I think a lot of people are a little overindulgent with the contour. I think I'm somewhere in the middle, but I did always know that I wanted the moment. I wanted the chisel. I wanted the sculpture of it all. I'm gonna be showing you how I do my contour and how I like to chisel my face, but I'm also gonna give you just some beginner tips and tricks and hicks and hacks and moments of how to really get a nice contoured look.
But
it's imperative that you subscribe. You're only one button click away from being part of the moment. If you want to see how I achieved this contour and want some contouring tips for yourself, then keep on watching. Okay, we are barefaced and ready to chisel. So I did my brows off camera. I prepped my skin with a little bit of moisturizer. So on this side, I'm gonna show you how I personally contour and get the contoured look that I like. Keep in mind, this is after years and years of practicing, of purchasing, of failing. This is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 spray. Just gonna let this dry down. Okay, so this is kind of another new part of my makeup routine where I start with contouring. The first time I saw anyone do this actually was Scott Barnes. I saw him doing someone's makeup on a YouTube channel and he kind of explained the technique of underpainting. Your literal first step is contouring and highlighting, and then you get to the foundation. This is a product that I use on my channel all the time. It's Oma Beauty, the Double Take Contour Stick. So this is a cream contour. You can use a foundation for this step. You can use a concealer for this step. The idea is to create a shadow here underneath your cheekbone and everywhere else that we'll talk about. I'm gonna go for my usual contour routine, which is full coverage, fully chiseled Naomi Campbell type of moment. Going under that cheekbone. You see how it's directly under that cheekbone right here? You really bring the product up a little higher onto your actual cheekbone. So I'm not going like just underneath here. I'm also applying on top of it, right? Now this is kind of like a generous amount and I'm gonna put foundation over this so I can be a little bit more liberal with the cream on just my bare skin in this step. You can bring this up to your forehead as well. I enjoy contouring my forehead. The idea is to eliminate more of like a 5-head Tyra Banks situation, and that's no shade because I feel like she owns her big forehead.
Some people call it a 5-head. And maybe even a 6 or a 7.
I actually like my forehead, but I still like to just bring it up to the corners, right? I won't usually apply down here. I'll just blend this out as I go. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is a highlight concealer for me because it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. So the contour is to create a shadow around your face so that the attention goes to the center of your face. That's what makes you look so chiseled, so narrow, so here for the moment. Just on this side of my face, which is my regular routine, I'm just gonna put literally, that's it. Some up here and some down there. Now for the concealer, I like to let it sit because that will end up giving you more coverage when you blend it out. But at this point, I can blend out my contour. So now I'm gonna blend out this concealer. You can blend all of these products out with whatever you see fit. I'm gonna apply my foundation base off camera, so then you'll see what this side looks like with contour, concealer under the foundation, and you'll see this side with just foundation, and then I'll show you powder contour on this side. Okay, we almost didn't make it back, but we're back. My Britney Spears playlist came on. I was about to leave, y'all. Ugh. Free Britney, by the way.
Period.
Seriously. My new favorite foundation at the moment. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I'm the shade Cocoa, okay?
You go, Glen Coco.
This foundation is a winner. Leave a comment down below if you've used this one. I also have the Faux Filter Foundation Stick. I'm obsessed. So the contour kind of created that just natural cut under my cheek, whereas we're just flat and bare over here, which is totally fine. Some other cream products that you can use for contour is a concealer. This is just a regular concealer from Makeup Revolution. I also like to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in 495. So we've covered cream contour, now let's talk about powder contour. As I started wearing makeup more and more and getting into the girls, the scene, the moment, I was like, okay, I love the contoured look. I just don't want to do too much. Sometimes I'm too much.
It's fine.
There's also undertones in play too. It's just trial and error. I know that we can't sample the products in the stores anymore, which is so annoying. Just because it is a darker powder for your skin tone, don't just assume it's gonna work because it might have a yellow undertone, it might be too red. I feel like it just depends on what kind of moment you're trying to give, to be honest. This is the Makeup Revolution Splendor Bronzer. Splendor, drama, action. Look how big this thing is. It's a beautiful, warm, dark color. I like to use bronzer for contour if it's the right shade, which this is. So you get your powder and you apply underneath that cheekbone. Now, powder doesn't have as much coverage as like a cream or a liquid, so I like to be a little generous with powder, but that's just because of my preference of contour. Smooth it out. Take your time. Even with a powder, cream, powder, anything, just take your time and blend it out to your satisfaction. Oh my god, it's snowing. We can also take the powder up to the forehead as well. So we have some contour going on here. So on this side where I'm doing my usual routine, I will add powder on top of where that cream was applied. And what this does is just brings out all of that contouring that I did underneath my foundation. So these are the two sides of my face right now. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Do you like the side with the cream? Do you like the side with just foundation and powder? These are techniques that can really work for everybody. So like anything, you just kind of have to find what you like that works for your face and just figure out how to find the balance, because Lord knows there's enough girls out here contouring way too much and way too heavily. If that's the look that you were going for, go for it. But if you're gonna ask me my feedback on the look, then I have some notes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into a technique that is definitely a little bit more on the advanced side, but it's something that I do on my regular routine, so I'm gonna show you on this side of my face, and it's reverse contouring. Didn't know that was coming, did you? You take a little bit of translucent setting powder. This is Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in the shade Honey. So this is like your baking brightening powder. Just very lightly create that line. Now what this does, besides making you look like a bootleg Mufasa, it sharpens that contour, that line of demarcation, if you will. You can see that now, whenever this powder is taken away, you're gonna have a nice, clean, beautiful contour. On this side, we're just doing it kind of basic, like every day, so I wouldn't do reverse contouring under a powder. So I'm gonna let that sit here, and we're gonna talk about contouring the nose. I used to be obsessed with contouring my nose. I remember I saw a picture of Nicki Minaj at the VMAs one year, and her nose was so pinched and so tight. I was just like, girl, how are you breathing? How does the oxygen get through? How do you even smell the hors d'oeuvres that they're bringing to the table? It just looked fabulous. I have different ways that I do this, but for today I'm taking that same contour stick and I'm just taking a tiny brush and I'm just like dipping onto the stick. I just create the nose that I want. I was also never super like uncomfortable with my nose, so it's not an area that I felt like I needed really sharp contour on, but sometimes you just want to take it there, you know? So I'm gonna take this same brush and I'm just gonna blend it out, and I'm gonna blend it down away from the center of my nose. It's going to look dark, but just like anything, you just gotta blend. Can you even see my nose anymore? Oh yeah, Latoya Jackson could never. Oh my. I haven't contoured my nose like this in a really long time. I'm gonna show you guys this Fenty concealer a little bit as a contour. I'm just gonna put a tiny, tiny bit, literally that much. Okay, I'm gonna even out just a little bit. I still have that e.l.f. concealer on under here, but as you can see, I already have a little bit more brightness on this side than this side. So I just wanna even everything out, and then we'll discuss how we feel about the contouring situation. Okay, so here we are, officially full-on Lion King production off-Broadway. So I just added some more concealer under my eyes in the center of my face, and obviously now, as you see, we're at the baking portion of the video. We still have our reverse contour. I like to let this bake for a little bit. I'm gonna brush this off now, actually. I like using this trick a lot. This is a good one. I'm gonna do my eyes. I'm actually just gonna finish out the rest of my face. I really hope that you guys liked how I showed you just kind of the basic one-step powder situation. So yeah, let me know if you guys need any more on contouring. I'm about to get into full glam the moment. I already know what kind of look I wanna do today. And here we go.
Hello.
I wasn't gonna go so glowy with this look. I was gonna try to keep it all matte, but here we are. So I did add cream as well to this side, so now everything is just evened up. The smokiness of it all. I really wanted to give you guys kind of like the stages and the process so that you see that you can go from kind of soft, natural, and easy to like New York Fashion Week kind of moment. Now I can't stop looking at myself. I'm so glowy. I can't even handle it. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on how I did this eye look, again, drop it in the comments. Give me some requests. What kind of looks do you want to see? What kind of moments do you want to have? This is the contour, honey. This is how we get to where we are. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're being your own definition of beautiful. And until the next video, until the next experience, and until the next moment.